developers test the limits of your sanity. During testing for Half-Life 2, board developers started making up challenges to entertain themselves during repeated playthroughs. One of them was called Crate Bait. Put this doll into a nearby milk crate and see how far through the game you can carry it. Years later in Episode 2, devs turned the joke into an official achievement. Players were given a small... To unlock the achievement, they had to carry him all the way to the rocket launch and send him into space, across the entire game. At first, it's manageable, then comes the car. Players quickly discovered the gnome constantly faces through the car seats. It's nearly impossible to get the little guy to sit still. To make matters worse, the slightest bump in the road sends him flying across the map, sometimes disappearing into the physics engine entirely. Most players gave up on the car altogether. Instead, throw him ahead with the gravity gun, drive forward, find the gnome, pick him up, repeat, for the entire driving section. Then, the helicopter appears. Now players are trying to drive at full speed while explosions are going off around them, all while desperately trying not to lose a tiny garden gnome bouncing around in the back seat. Some players launched him off cliffs in panic and had to reload saves, too busy keeping track of a ceramic figure to fight back. And after carrying this stupid little object across the entire game, many players felt actual relief when they finally launched him into space. Or you could just cheat and spawn in the gnome directly at the end. When developers test the limits of your sanity, during testing for Half-Life 2, board developers started making up challenges to entertain themselves during repeated playthroughs.
It's come to my attention that people are still building stairs like this in the big 2027. So I'm going to show you how to build a working escalator. Start by placing some white concrete in a diagonal shape where you want your escalator to be. Repeat this again, one block apart. Break these 5 blocks away at the bottom and replace them with some white concrete. Also, break away these 3 blocks at the top and replace them with white concrete as well. Run power rails from top to bottom on both sides. Then place a power rail right here at the bottom and one in the middle up top. Place regular rails in the corners at the top and also the bottom. Break this block, place down a lever and activate it. Now break this block, place down another lever and activate it as well. Now count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place down a lever right here, and activate both of them. All of our power rails should now be activated. Fill the middle with some flowering Azalababa for decoration. Now build